خصيص الرجل الجزائري بعد ظهور بعض الداعمين البطولات الجوال بس. وبظن أكثر ريجن متطور هو الريجن المغربي. والله أكثر 3 فرق مرشحة للفوز بالبطولة. التيم الأول تيم الهانترز، والتيم الثاني تيم الأس تيم جزائري، والتيم الثالث تيم ديث دوز. والله كلمة وجه للاعبين، إن شاء الله يستمتعوا بالبطولة، وهي بطولة حلوة كثير. إن شاء الله يكون أدائنا كلنا قوي إن شاء الله، خاصة التيمات الجزائرية. وكلمة أوجهها للجمهور، إن شاء الله نقدم أداء حلو ونجيب مركز بالفاينل اللي يكون مركز مشرف للتيم، وما نخيب ظنكم إن شاء الله.
Hello everyone, my name is Hind and my in-game name is Goji from Astra team, and we are representing Ghana. For a small representation about my team and their roles, starting from the in-game leader Astra Sexy Red, followed by the support frag Astra Perry, and our amazing entry frag Astra Layla, followed by the supporter Astra Eliaso and the fragger Astra Thread. For our methods and plans that we rely on during the training is that we focus on close fights. We try to improve our confidence and skills during the matches, and also we work on our techniques. And if I'm gonna describe how the qualification to the PMAC was, I would say that it was really hard in the couple days, as a lot of teams were rotating way too early and taking all the good positions, but we did manage to adapt and adjust to the lobby in the last day, of course. So also the PMAC, for the tactics, we usually go with the flow. We try to avoid the hard drops. We try to land somewhere safe, especially not in the center zone. We take as much loose as we can and we just move on with the zone, and we try to play it safe. And also we try our best to get like kills in the first 2 zones. For our favorite spawns, I would say Los Leones in Myanmar, also the amazing military base, also compound in Sanhak. So far, the matches according to stages. For the first stage, we actually land in our lands, of course, and we check if there is any team with us. If there is none, we just go ahead and look for vehicles. Also, we take all the loot that we need and we go out with the zone. Then the team rotates along paths. There is likely the opportunity to actually meet up with some of the rotations, and we try actually to get kills if we can. And also we just go safely to the zone and we try to play it edge zone. For the advice, I usually advise my team to just believe in themselves and just trust their skills. And I know they are capable, really capable of getting like all the kills and managing to go to the zone and getting a good top in the end of for the results.
some audio, having some audio difficulties. Do apologize, guys. I'm trying to fix that right now.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. I think I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Are you locked in? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PMAC. I know I've been missed. I did take a couple of days off. You know, there was a little bit of a holiday. There was a little bit going in there, going out there, you know. And, you know, my baby girl was in the city. So I had to see my baby girl. You know, you guys know what time it is. You guys know what it's about. You know, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But I'm back. I'm back. And I plaster in full force. I know you guys have missed me for a bit. And I have missed you all as well. But yeah, we are back. PMAC season, and the action again is about to kick off. I think we've you know, I think the last time you guys saw me, it was the qualifier stage, you know, group by group. I think we had about 6 groups of roughly 16 teams in each group. Insane. I think that's about, what's that? What is that? 256 players, I think. Was that 256 teams? I don't know, my math is horrendous. Or I could be wrong. I'm horrible at math. Don't judge me, guys. So yeah, basically, we've had action brewing for the past couple of days, and now we here in the group stages, you know. So group versus group. We're here for group versus group, and the groups we've got today are Group A and Group E. Who is in Group A? OG, Hunters Esports. Got Death Dose, NATO, DNA, FR, Full Rec, Sir, Sniper, The Snipers, Death Mode, Knight, FORKILL, Unique, S4. Is that active gaming? Huh? Wait a minute, I know that is active gaming. R8 and STE. What a lineup this is going to be. It's going to be wild though. It's going to be really, really wild. I have seen I've seen a couple of interesting teams here, and it's going to take a lot of back and forth for them. I think some of these teams, this will be the first time they will be locking horns against each other. You know, the group stages did have some of these teams in the same group, so they might be familiar with each other's games. But if you've been watching the stream, you know, I've been watching the teams for the entire time, I think you would have a general idea of how you want to play, you know, certain lobbies with all the intel that you've been able to gather up until this point. Again, it speaks to, you know, your ability as a team to adapt, because every match is going to be different. You know, I don't know how many times these groups are supposed to play each other. I think it's probably once. You know, you guys lock horns one time and you keep it moving. You know, this group plays this group, that group plays that group at least one time. I know it's at least one time, you know, for fairness and, you know, competitive scrutiny to be, you know, fulfilled. But I'm here, guys, to give you guys the action live. I'm not even tripping. We've been cooking, we active, you know, 4 maps for you: Aranjo, Miramar, Sandhawk, and Aranjo again. And it's not too far-fetched. We are going to have that on the cards very, very soon. Very, very certain. The action does not stop on this side. It is still your boy Priest. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's the English stream. We've got the Arabic stream happening on the other side. You know, so don't be a stranger. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. PUBG Mobile Africa Clash, 19 regions up and running for that $3,000 prize pool money all the way in the grand finals. But again, before we get there, you have to go through here. You have to battle. You have to battle all the teams that are trying to stop you from success. You have to stop all of your ops. It's not a matter of can you make it happen for yourself and your team. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PMAC. It's another day of action, and I'm here for you. I'm here with you. Stay tuned. And by the time we return, it's match time. Right, and welcome back to the show. It is a transitional period right now. Group A versus Group E. And the teams are about to lock serious horns. And now we're about to get ready to step into the first map of the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's the PMAC. Stay active, stay strong, because there can only be one winner. Choo! Give me the bit. 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 Woo! All right. We've got an interesting zone here. A very, very interesting one. South. A little bit south. A little bit north. And all the teams are strapped in. They're locked in. It is going to be very interesting. But yeah. It's going to be a long night for some people. It's going to be a long night. Very long night. But yeah, for some of us, it's just a night. It's just a night. But so for some people, it's a long night. For the night is long and full of ops. And that is what we are all looking out to see here. Interesting dynamic for most of these teams here, because you know exactly how they do like to play it. Parachute still in the air, full wreck. The recalcitrant forces working hand in hand here to navigate. To navigate exactly what they are trying to accomplish here, because they, you know, they've got something lined in. The Knights have been pretty solid so far. I think we've had a couple of groups, you know, lock-ons over a while, but looks like DNA will be getting their hands very, very active here. DNA? What country is that? Ooh, that looks very interesting. Hassan charges the grenade just to get an angle on the guys from FORKILL. King is still knocked away, hasn't gotten picked up yet. And there are a lot of bodies in the area, but FORKILL will be maintaining maximum composure here. Good grenade. Bounced right off the door and tore it to its hinges. Another grenade just a couple of inches far off. Couldn't make it happen, but Hassan and the rest of the guys from DNA are trying to surge forward. They are trying to wrap this up. Abaz is still alive, trying to hold on, getting charged up. Pops a couple shots with the Uzi. And that's a perfect grenade this time. 2 bodies dropped. And Abaz falls this time. DNA now have the opening they've been looking for. And FORKILL trying to play off the defensive line, but Abaz gets knocked away. Back into the lobby he goes. And another circling the block angle again. Papi. Nah. Aimbot has been discovered there. DNA surging through. Trying to pop open a couple of opportunities for themselves here. They already got 2 locked in. Can they get 2 more? Here comes them. Oh, nice shot. And he might go 2 for 2 here. Missed that one a little bit by the corner. And he drops 2. Hudson falls away. And now Nemes trying to opportunity to seal 3 for 3. But he's going to be dropped, unfortunately. Cannot seem to find the angle. Aimbot is still prone. Hasn't moved. And Janaza, unfortunately, has put Aimbot back on the spell end. But King will be sent back into the lobby. And them, the MVP, unfortunately, will be sent back into the lobby as well. FORKILL had opportunity to turn this on its head. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Death Mode continue their onslaught as well. Packing up a couple of eliminations for themselves. And FORKILL will be playing just down to 1. Aimbot, the last one left. aimbot, low on utilities, low on intel, low on basically everything, but never ever low on faith. It is 1%. 1% skill, 99% faith. 1% skill, 99% faith. Aimbot, I believe in you, bro. You can make it happen. FORKILL can make this happen. They're not even sure what floor he's on, as you can see. And Neme finally takes a DBS to the head. Now it's gonna be a wrap. Aimbot's not making a sound, but a grenade just by the stairs will get the job done. I think if they can aim a grenade just in the right corner, it will close this down. We'll take a look at that. They might be trying something here. Hey guys, you saw this here first. This guy made it in. Oh wow, no way. No way. No way. There is no way. Oh! Ooh, the DBS, he's pro, no boots, he's pro, no meds, no utilities, nothing. He pops a couple shots again, but that DBS, you gotta be very, very wary of it again. He switched out, but didn't know that there was someone hanging out by the window. And ladies and gentlemen, you have learned that you can't jump onto this window through that method that Jinaza used. That is depth. You know, you must have played this game to a certain degree. You must have participated to a certain level to even discover something like that. Depth is what it's called. Depth. And they must have been deep in their bag to discover that you could jump onto that windowsill just like that. That was wild. DNA on top as well. I think they've got hold on. Yeah, they've got 4 eliminations. It's their first 4. Okay, so I think the Snipers, STE, Unique, Knights, these teams have participated before today, so they already have points, and I think this is the first time Group E is participating. Yeah, I believe this is the first time they are participating, so, you know, no points on the board for them just yet, but that's a very good way for DNA to start their own campaign. And Death Mode are just jeering forward. They've got themselves the first elimination, and it is Karim that made it happen, but it looks like Killjoy from the Hurricanes has been caught. And Death Dose just marginally surviving. And Sasuke again with the jumping and climbing. These guys are always looking for a one-up against the opposition team, you can tell. Looking for a one-up, you know. Ooh. Utilities on deck. Utilities on stealth. It's World Cup season, you know. I think the Olympics is also this year. We've got a lot of activities in the summer, you know. A lot of activities. When I say a lot of activities, man, a lot of activities in this summer. It's wild. You know, it looks like hunters are taking a hit, a big hit. Oh, that was nasty from them. Nasty work. 2 hits. Oh, that weapon is insane. Oh, just got squeezed into the little corner there. You know, you have to take note of these things. The little crevices, the little corners, you know, all that stuff. Six, 2, 8. I think I have seen. I have seen the abilities before. So, them turning up here will not surprise me in the least. Oh, that's a nice shot from Mushaks. Well, he takes a hit. Oh, and he had all of the plans there and all of the execution. Falling Ruthless, taking hit after hit, and Nabil peeks out. He's dropped to about 15 HP. Has to be careful now, and he might take another hit. Freesley trying to make a run for it out of his buggy, but he's getting torn up by all of the bullets going his way from FORKILL, and I believe that's enough. Actually, that is enough. Active Gaming on the front foot here, and they were able to make something happen from there. Dybala will take a hit, unfortunately, from Leo. Falls away to the side, and there's only so much he can do from that position. Ooh, there is a lot of work being put in here by FORKILL. But unfortunately for them, they are in a tight position. They just can't play around all of these teams that have the same idea as them. It's gonna take a little bit something special. Leo, he's on the front foot here. He's got 2 eliminations for the Ruthless, and I think they should be able to pick him up. He has a fantastic line of position, and here they come again, trying to circle back. This might be dangerous for Jeezy. Leo is discovered and knocked away. Falcon, the MVP, will follow suit. Falling Ruthless, starting to fall one after the other. Guri now circling back to get an angle on Jeezy, the last player for Falling Ruthless. Active, trying to get super active here. Spray a couple of sprays, and a body will be caught. Active Gaming on the front foot with 4 bodies caught, and they only lost Dybala, so that should tell you something right now. Did not know Active was cooking like that. Did not know that they was cooking. Well, they're active right now, and a couple more bodies to follow if they can maintain that composure. I don't know how many teams qualify from here. I think it's also 6. Right. It's 6, right? Because I know from here we move to the semi-finals or something like that. I think that's the case. I think we move from here to the quarterfinals or something. Unique also have been very comfortable so far. The snipers are a little bit more relaxed so far. They've not lost any players. They've not engaged much in anything. But Ocean Galaxy on the receiving end of some chaos here. Might be the ones that are not too favorable here. This 4-rec will be dealing damage towards DNA. So they might be deciding to know how it feels to be on the receiving end, especially at this stage of the game. Take a look at the jump statistics. As you can tell that most of these moves are planned. NATO Esports, Yusuf gets a couple shots through there. Another one will bite the dust. NATO just holding a little bit of that position just north of Ferry Pier. And they are going to be enjoying this for the time being. Not a lot of teams can cross into this domain without getting blown to pieces or shot up to smithereens. From Ocean Galaxies, packing up the utilities, packing up the intel. There's not a lot of power being dispersed among these teams, as you can tell. Death Dose or up to 3 eliminations so far. They might be looking for a little bit more if they want to climb up on those leaderboards. Currently sitting in 9th place. Not too nice for them, but Ocean Galaxy are up to 3 as well. But they do have a very, very solid position. Oh, Cobra drove a little too close to the sun, and he's going to get burned as Hunters Esports starts to hunt. And bodies are starting to fly all over the place now. 60 with the utilities feigning left, right, and center to block the vision coming through from Hunters Esports, and might be an opportunity for him to deal with them. They are at full strength. They are at 4. Sprays might start to work perfectly there, but so Surf trying to peek over, get an angle deep. Hunters still trying to circumvent a position here. Ocean Galaxy have not picked Cobra up. Currently sitting in a 4 versus 3. 60 has not moved too much, but take a look at that. He's moving his vehicle slow like, steady like, old knife. Might be working, but he's going to be discovered. Ocean Galaxy will be sent back into the lobby at the expense of Hunters Esports. And now Hunters are up to 4, and they will be loving this. Wow, Ocean Galaxy really thought that it was cooking with all of those slow plays. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, no. You thought? You thought? Nah. Don't think. A breach from NATO here onto death mode. This is gonna be a bone-to-bone struggle here. Grenade over the top. This grenade might change things. Oh, that's a good grenade, but Yusuf manages to dodge the angles there. Switches over. Otto pops over again to get the angles right. Ties again. 2 for 2 also. Is absolutely cooking right now. Yusuf trying to make the angles break. And again, he tries to get the confirmations all the way down. Death mode getting torn out one after the other. NATO Esports are cooking them. There's 2 bodies dropped away. Also, it's all left to him. But now the Knights have pulled up to the scene. Third party central. Another one will bite the dust. Can also make something happen. Again, he peeps out. Tries to go for the drop. And another grenade surely will send him away. But that one misses. A couple of inches wide. Tries to pop the DB. Yes. And unfortunately, he did not make it happen. Knights will clean out death mode, but NATO is still there. Grenade over the side, just a couple inches wide. And Krisno has to reposition, reset, get a better angle in. But NATO picked the right side, if there was any. And the grenades are flying all over the place from Knight, but they can't seem to connect. Another grenade just over the horizon, but it's not enough to make the job done. And NATO have lost one, but that will not stop them from this assault. Knight will have to reposition inside of that circle. They need to find a way around NATO Esports, as they have eliminated death mode, but there's still more work to be done. But NATO are still circumventing this position. They need all of the intel that they can work with. And Couriers is just peeking, just waiting for the perfect time to spray deep. Oh, Molotov cocktail over the top. Might get the job done, and it starts to burn. But unfortunately, just burns a little too brightly to give away any form of damage. Beautiful angle again. Nino circles back with the DBS, catches a body and knocks him clean off. Knights take a serious hit as Glitchy knocks away. Bullet turned his back to the ops and he's dropped away as well. Another couple shots, circling back from Criminal, prey into the spree. Nino falls away, gets caught up. Knights trying to fend their own against the guys from NATO Esports, and they're getting overwhelmed here. It's all left to Criminal. Can he make something happen? Switches over to the S12K, pops the first two shots, doesn't connect, trying to keep the angle tight. Phasing over to the left hand side, tries to pop over, but the bodies are more, the time is less, and that's gonna be a wrap. As Knights will go out in distress. And now it's all left to NATO. As you can see there, they will try their best to circle and keep the numbers up for themselves, but it's not over just yet. Hurricanes now trying to play on the defensive line. Feints over to the left hand side. Hunters Esports trying to break through, trying to break wind. A couple corners getting caught out there, but that's a good grenade. He's getting charged up, and fortunately for him, it's not enough. Well, that's a good grenade. Couple hits to the corner, couple hits to the sternum, bounces it over through the wall, but can't make it happen there. Unique taking hits, and that will be a wrap for them as well. Active, still getting active, but the play zone will not be friendly anymore. Throws again, playing off the back side. He's the last one left for Hunters Esports, and that's a good grenade. Couple inches shy, and he will be dropped by Janaza from DNA. The DNA is sure. 7 eliminations on the books and a clean path into the zone, but can they make it across without getting spotted? There's too many teams. The play zone is hurting, and it might take a little bit of something here, something special here for DNA to climb up. So far, here come the bodies again. DNA just looking to breach inside, trying to pop utilities inside. The Molotov will go out first, and Shref again will be circling back. Oh wow, what a shot that was. S12K brings you out the driver's seat every single time, but unfortunately he will not be getting the reset on. DNA already moved inside of the circle, sacrificing Janaza all the way out, and that will be a wrap. Death Dose, Sasuke's the one to shut it all down. Now we're down to 6 players, 3 teams. DNA still alive with 8. Grenade over the top by Sasuke. Might be wanting to wrap this up against the guys from DNA. It's a 2-man step. That's a 2 versus 2 versus, I think it's a 2 versus 3 off of this line, because DNA are down to 2 now, down to 1 with that grenade that was perfect, and Hassan gets knocked away back into the back line. Will be forced into an unfortunate position, but not NATO getting caught out. Hassan finally takes a hit and falls to the zone again onto that corner, and he will be run over. DNA will not be getting any chicken dinners in their DNA following this. Yusef peeks out, he's dropped. Death Dose. Surely they can make it happen now. It's a 3 versus 1. Or rather, it's a 2 versus 1 actually. And a couple more bodies to follow suit. But Curlin's Crazy has a little bit of that zone to work with. Oh, that's a good spray. Yusuf is trying to gather the intel there to feed his teammate. And it's got to be a little bit more ideal than what he thought. It's number 7 can hear the MK14 ringing out. Yusuf now takes a hit, falls to the zone. Oh, that's a good spray. Oh, what's a very good spray. Takes a couple hits. He drops the first. But unfortunately for him, the numbers advantage will come out on top for Death Dose. Woo! Someone from Death Dose should send me merchandise. I want to rock Death Dose merchandise. I said it. I must stand on business. Death Dose, absolutely insane finish. Beautiful, beautiful defensive position that they held of their not giving away that little advantage that they had over NATO Esports there, because it would have been a big deciding moment for them, but they managed to put the work in, and that's what I love to see. What a finish that was. Good numbers, good overall decent game. You know, the lobbies are getting significantly harder, so you cannot be expecting, you know, to do 20, 12, 15 eliminations in a single stretch. It's not going to be happening that much often. You know, anybody that's doing that at this stage is absolutely cooking right now, you know. So I'm not going to be mad if I don't see, you know, those kind of group stage turn-ups that I was seeing, you know, last week. But Death Dose, who have been very consistent, a Moroccan team, so I love the fact that they are very capable, you know, of securing the bag, even playing as a two-man. It is always impressive. Sasuke was on point with the utilities, on point with the intel, worked every single time, worked the entire map. So yeah, not even mad at that, not even mad at all. Loved it. It was too good to pass up, and that is exactly what they did. So yeah, it was a very good game, very end-to-end stuff. Started very strong. Honestly thought DNA was going to clutch it, you know, back in to that moment where they had 3 players just a little bit outside the zone, but you know, the zone was just not friendly enough, you know, and they paid for that one. I think they should have opted for a more aggressive approach into that circle, you know, owing to the fact of what they already had. But you know, it's still part of that. It's still part of the treachery that goes in with the game. But Patrol did get eliminated very early. You know, even Phoenix got eliminated later on, but the rest of his teammates saw it through. You know, Kala and Sasuke was on fire. Sasuke was absolutely cooking, and that's what we love to see. 19 points for Death Dose, 9 eliminations on the board. DNA with 13 as well. NATO Esports with 12 total points. Active with 9. The Hunters with 9 as well. Hurricanes with 8. The Knights with 4. Unique with 4 as well. Ocean Galaxy and Ricardo sharing 3 apiece. Falling Ruthless with 2. Death Mode with 1. 628 with 1 as well. The Snipers, FORKILL Esports, and R8. Couldn't make anything happen with that one, unfortunately. It is what it is. Couldn't make anything happen with that one. It's part of the deal. It's part of the deal, man. It is part of the deal. It happens, you know. It definitely does happen. But Death Dose did do 1,400, almost 1,500 in damage points. Pretty. This is pretty standard for 9 eliminations, you know. So yes. Same thing with DNA, 1,300 with 8 eliminations, still roughly around the same, you know, bygones that they've been able to come through with in this particular match. Death Note DNA, you know, Death Dose DNA. I really thought it was gonna be DNA's game, you know, based off of the way they started against the guys from what team did they even start kicking action from? I think it was from FORKILL. They started cooking, and you know, they just kept that energy. It's still one of those things. Can you keep the energy though? Can you keep it up? Can you keep it at a high level? It's all important. You know, every single thing is important. Well, you know, like I said, Sasuke was the main man for me. He was a little bit more crucial than Kala was, but you know, teamwork makes the dream work every single time, so you have to respect it still. But beautiful performance with these two. Gotta watch out for them. Sasuke and Kala, the two of them are just, it's a very good partnership. It's looking like a very solid partnership, but by the time we return, ladies and gentlemen, the action will ensue. The action will continue. It's the PMAC, so stay tuned. All right. We are about to get active once more. Get active one more time. It's the PMAC. Welcome back to the show. Took a little bit of a break there to put things in perspective. Whew. And it's going to be an interesting match 2. We're heading into Miramar. Ladies and gentlemen, action continues in Miramar. It's the PMAC Group A versus Group E. And we've seen the leaderboards. We see who's leading. We've seen who got a little bit of that action. So let's see if we're going to maintain maximum efficiency and maximum beauty. Whew, what a zone this was. What a zone this is. South to north again. We saw this in the previous game. So that those northern teams loved this one in that map. I don't think it applies here as well, though. I don't think it applies in Miramar. But there is a little bit of there's a certain bit of aura, you know, it comes to winning specifically Miramar games, you know. Takes a different kind of takes a little bit of a different type of energy to play Miramar, you know, because Miramar is a lot of land and not a lot of water, so you know that is different. Ocean Galaxy. We saw them get snuffed out in the previous game. I think by NATO. Was it by NATO? I think it was by NATO, wasn't it? I think it was by NATO. If it's not by NATO, I think it was by Active Gaming. I think it was by one of those teams. That Ocean Galaxy got they got snuck out by that team. And yeah, speaks to, you know, how they're able to maintain composure based off of these games that these teams have been playing. You know, I think they just didn't get the opportunity, you know, to get their foot on the gas. You know, I don't think they had it in them. I don't think they made it happen. Yeah, I don't think they made it happen in that previous map. I think they just got caught out a little bit. Yeah, I just think they got caught out, honestly. Nothing too crazy about that one. I think they have the potential to make something special here, and he had no idea. No single idea. If I was FORKILL, I would stand on business, though. I would not go out of this position. I would take this engagement against the guys from STE. I would, you know. But that is just unfortunate, you know, not knowing that there's ops abound and stuff like that. You know, didn't have a lot of cover. I mean, it happened. The STE looks like they're about to take the breach. They're about to take the fight. Looks like they were about to take that fight, and FORKILL are just not trying to do the exact same thing. Aimbot just circling Mac. And the rest of the team should be playing off the other end, but Aimbot gets the corner blacked again, and he will be getting dropped. Yeah, respect the hustle still from FORKILL, taking the engagement and stand on business, but there's too many bodies for them to worry about, and they are spread a little too thin. It's a 4 versus 2. But Abbas doesn't care. He's taking the push. He's taking up, trying to circle back, and they will get an angle off of him. And back into the lobby he goes. No intel, no plan. He's just getting cooked. STE up to 3. But they did lose 1 in that engagement. FORKILL will walk away with some. They'll walk away with some, that's for sure. Sniper still leading the charge. Very, very vastly, I might add. With their 45-pointer. Now, Nem is going to be held up. I think they are trying to circle back and... Oh, wow. Wow. He saw that vehicle come in and still put his Badus in there. And he got cooked immediately. Unfortunate scenario there. For FORKILL. Again, they get eliminated very early. It's not looking like a good spell for them at all. You would expect you'd expect the team to take, a different approach, try to get better in some certain aspects, but some things just things just take a little bit of a, an unprecedented turn of events. Play zone a little bit towards that eastern region. Still a lot of teams can play out of this position though. You got those that love the San Martin. Los Leones still have a big favorite. You got La Bendita as well, Minas Generales. You've got Pecado still in that mix. El Azahar. I think El Azahar and Hacienda players will be enjoying this position that the play zone has forced them into for the time being. It looks like that would be a very, very ideal position to be in. Just speaking off of experience, those are the areas you really want to focus on. Those are the areas that you'd really want to just put your team in the best possible position to get the most amount of points. Snapchat is a filthy app. He always circling back. I think they did chase the guys from Ocean Galaxy away from that position, force them further south. They will take up another position just up the hill here. This is actually a better spot, a way better position for a team to hold. It's gonna take a lot to force a team out of that particular area if the play zone is there, though. It's a very, very solid defensive position to hold. Hopefully they will be able to make something happen out of that one. But Phoenix and Death Dose coming off of their chicken dinner. And you know what I always say, a chicken dinner in a previous game, it does not amount to anything in the subsequent matches. It's hardly ever a handful of teams that are able to, have back-to-back great performances off a chicken dinner. They usually get eliminated in the following game just to balance the scales, Kaka is peeing off for that intel. And for Rec, not being able to find anything. Sitting at the bottom with just 3 points. Again, I think this is a general leaderboard. You know, I think it's a general leaderboard for some of these groups that just locked into this particular day. So, you know, maybe some teams that have a different ideology of how they want to play, you know, Miramar, with the kinds of utilities or the kinds of incentives that they've already got for themselves. You know, there could be so many ways to play around these teams. So many ways to pick up off of the intel that you've already gathered, you know, going forward. But it's the PMAC. And I don't think there's any sub-Saharan African team here. Probably just Unique. Is Unique considered sub-Saharan African? I'm not sure. But, you know, the likes that we are already aware of, the countries that we're already aware of in the sub-Saharan African region, the PMAC has shown that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And that is why those teams are not at this level. But DNA will not be one of those teams, as they've been on the incline. Managed to bag themselves 13 points thus far, but it's not enough. They need a little bit more just to drive home their point. But take a look at the Knights. That's a solid position that they've got for themselves all the way out there from the truck stop, playing from the northern side. And Hunt coming in from the west. There's a lot of chaos brewing inside of you know, those Impala areas, and maybe east of Los Leones. I think there's going to be some action brewing there. But in the south, that is where everything will be brewing from. The south is where they're going to be cooking from, I'm certain. STE, you know, the Snipers, all of those teams, I think they will run into each other sometime, anytime from now. All the circle needs to do is make that next move, and all hell will break loose. Chaos will ensue. Snipers already taking a hit. For Rec, have their sights set on a vehicle in the distance as Kaka's taking a couple shots just to wane that vehicle of its driving ability. The Sniper will be repositioning in themselves as well. Couple more intel from DNA. I think they are in a very solid outfield position, but Death Mode, on the other hand, really starting to have their buttons pressed, and they will return in kind. DNA and their likes are having too much of fun with the position that they've got for themselves so far. The Hurricane will be getting hit. Sasky again from Death Dose has started cooking. The numbers are starting to drop away now. This patrol is there. So rock that up. Ocean Galaxy has glitch. And, NATO ESPORTS circling around as well to find their bearing, to find their footing. And there's going to be a little bit more than they are looking for if they are trying to be the main characters here. As you are well aware, these angles to be caught, systems to be run. Falling Ruthless have been getting caught out time and time again. But that has to be the coolest reverse ever. Reverse right back into his teammates. You gotta respect that still. DNA now on the receiving end of a couple of shots. And a couple of tat shots. Hassem, oh, what a spray that was. And Sniper not playing around with this one. Return fire is good. 2 bodies dropped away. DNA in trouble. And the Snipers might be looking for an opportunity to shut this down immediately. Angles getting forced out. Hassem is in a beautiful angle here. They're not going for the resets, because there's no reset to go for. And Jinaza now circling back to join the rest of his teammates. Hopefully they use the numbers advantage to secure their back line. There's 2 bodies overing the line. A couple of shots. Oh, Jinaza is good with the spray. Perfect with the angles. Brazy. And manages to make it happen. Hassan is the only one alive and can come from behind. This can change things. Grenade is good. And finally Hassan makes an appearance. Tries to spray deep, but can't seem to connect. A couple of shots. The reset is good. Sprays into the line, and that is going to be a wrap. Capo shuts it down immediately, and DNA will survive the onslaught. Snipers will be sent back into the lobby. That was a back and forth, if you've ever seen one. But not enough intel or not enough bodies to see it through. Snipers will be sent back into the lobby again very quickly. Kaka sprays again with the Mini 14. The way they're using this weapon, like an assault rifle, well, it is a DMR, so it does culminate into something. Ooh, Kaka. And that spray was unwarranted. It was nasty. Spawn has to pick and choose now who he's going to pick up first. Tactic finally makes it up the stairs. And Forek looking for an opportunity here to seal this one. But Falling Ruthless now circling front and back. Perfect use of the vehicle as a little bit of cover now, jumping through, rotates a little bit, feints to the left hand side, and now switches over to the right. Plays over again, takes a couple more hits and a couple more corners again. Spray is good. Oh, tries to get the first. But Death Dose will not be allowing that one to make any kind of a adjustment, as Fallen Ruthless will be sent back into the lobby. Forek now trying the absolute best to breach inside, but it's not going to be the case. Death Dose unfortunately losing bodies after body. They've got 4, they've got 5, but again they circle back. Don't know why the engagement switched lanes, but Galaxy 2 OP, and Galaxy was absolutely cooking, but I don't think he can. I think he should be fine. Eliminating Death Dose was absolutely warranted from Ocean Galaxy here. They rise to the occasion, turn a profit. They've got 2 players knocked away. I don't think they can get the resets on, but if they do, it will change everything for them coming into the final third. And NATO Esports are still battling the zone, still battling the angles. Cobra unfortunately will not be so lucky, but Galaxy will do their best. A couple sprays and a couple angles there. Oh. And that was a poor spray. Couldn't catch Dybala off onto that angle again. Now here comes Active Gaming. They have all of the bases covered. Forek getting overly overwhelmed here. NATO Esports also have them in their sights. And a grenade over the top to Dybala. Cuts his HP and even further. And MG looking for that breach, looking for that opening. Oh. And Active Gaming trying their best to hold on tight. They've got 20 points. They are currently in the top 6. They will be surging forwards even more. Aegon still has the angle covered. But Burkhead, the last player. Oh, that's an unfortunate spray. Frags has been spotted. He comes out. Why did he come out? It's a battle of who's going to eliminate him first. But it looks like Burkhead made it happen. I don't know if he's going to go for the reset. No, he's not. His teammate is lost to him, and he's going to be the last one left. Now we're down to just 7 teams. 24 bodies circling around in Miramar. Unique taking hits. Yet another hit. Ocean Galaxy absolutely cooking. And that tells you a lot about the ability of this team to perform. Burkhead now will overtake and seal that position for himself. I think he should be able to pick up some utilities from that body he caught earlier. But Unique still has Madman. Sign of the vehicle there. The vehicle plays are getting more and more intense, more and more ridiculous. But Burkhead charges a grenade instead. Oh! And that was a dangerous shot. And Madman will have to reposition surely. Join the rest of his teammates inside of the play zone. And Burkhead will be stopped by Kaish. Unique, still unique for a reason. And Kaish didn't put that a stop to that immediately. The Knights, on the other hand, circling back again. Active Gaming now getting active once more. Couple of sprays being forwarded back into their position. They've still got no players inside of that zone. But oh, what a shot that was. What a shot towards Bullet. Beautiful line. He's charging the grenade a little bit, but feints it off. Switches over. Oh, what a shot from Bullet. The S12K is nasty work. As he makes quick work, actually. 2 bodies drop. Mano again tries to touch 2. Bullet is him. 2 bodies dropped away from NATO ESPORTS. And the Knights are just looking like they might just be cooking here. And Deep Allah will steal that away. But Bullet from Knights turned up the volume immediately. And somehow made it into a catastrophic night for Unique. And any team that tried to make its way towards his general direction, NATO ESPORTS did not see Bullet coming at all. But now he finally takes a hit. And it is Active Gaming that make it happen. But they can't seem to go for the finish. They are a little bit by the corner of the play zone coming in from that northern side. And don't worry, is just going to hold on the flames here that he's fanning. He's trying to burn this all away. But NATO ESPORTS caught between a rock and a hard place, caught between Knights and Active Gaming. That is not where you want to be caught right now. And oh, Madman drove off a little bit too much there. Why does he look like he got that knock while he was flying out of the vehicle? Kaish takes a couple of more hits there. And Death Mode are looking stronger by the hour. Their bullets are starting to fly all over the place. But Active Gaming have them on the hooks. Oh, what a beautiful Molotov. Inch perfect over the top from Panda. And that's going to be a wrap. Unique back into the lobby as well. Active Gaming now taking hit after hit. But Death Mode trying to keep the guys from Hunters at bay. 10th currently. But they have 5 eliminations to the good. With this performance, they should climb over the rest of the ops. But how far can they climb though? A chicken dinner will change things for them. Kazola with 4 eliminations for Hunters. He has been absolutely tearing it up so far today. But Bullet, nobody has been tearing it up like him. He's got 1 HP. Surely this grenade will get the job done. Yes, it will. But the S12K, he managed to get the S12K away onto Guri and knocked him clean off. But fortunately for him, his teammate was in the vicinity. Death Mode are aware of what is going on here, but they've not decided to commit just yet. They're not a part of this relationship for the faintest idea of me. But don't worry, we'll be getting picked up. Aegon He's the one that is serving as medic. Hunters, you can see them just playing in a little bit towards that eastern side. And they do have the play zone at a very, very capable level. But death mode are up to 4 as well. So it is a 4v4v3 right now. 11 players alive. Make that 10. Kazola takes a hit. Falls to the wayside. Roses again bites the dust, but he's going to take a hit. Kazola swept away by Active Gaming. And the numbers are starting to dwindle once more. 11 has turned to 10. And he tried to reset in the open. But Active Gaming were absolutely ready. And I heard the M24 go absolutely nuts on the back line. And Hunters will be hunted back into the lobby. Death mode now. Playing his 2 up front. Trying to hold the line. Don't worry. Forces a grenade pro over to the corner there. And he will be charging his own to send them back. Grenade after grenade. Here comes Tip trying to circle back from the western side, but hurries quickly back into the smoke. Grenades are good from Active Gaming, but Aegon has to play off the back line. That's a very, very good grenade. A better one from Aegon, and Tip has been knocked away. The floodgates have been opened, and now it's a 3 versus 3. Can they make something happen? Panda falls as well. Grenade use is absolutely insane from Active Gaming. They're trying to circle back. Aegon now exposed. Couple more sprays. He's forced out. 2 bodies dropped. Karim is prone. Hasn't been spotted just yet. Also now peeks out. He's dropped as well. 2 bodies away. Karim, the last for death mode. He's in the smoke. He hasn't been spotted. Switches over. A little of a spray. Takes a little bit of a hit. But he will be forced back into the lobby. And Active Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, will snatch away the chicken dinner in cold fashion. Woo! Wow, chicken dinner and a solid team focused gameplay in there. Active Gaming, insane. What a game that was from Active Gaming. You don't see that anywhere else. What a game that was. You gotta respect it still. The way they were able to hold out the game, it was insane. Loved every minute of it. Big shout out to Active Gaming. Chicken dinner on hand. And by the time we return, we'll have the stats ready for you guys. So don't touch that down. It's the PMAC. Ooh, 23 points for Active Gaming. Now that's the best performance I've seen so far. and I hope to see more like that. But hopefully they don't get eliminated immediately in Sanok, because you know that's pretty much the vibe. But Death Mode turning up as well with 10 points. The Hunters as well with 10 points. Death Dose with 7, sharing with NATO Esports all the way out there in 5th place. Ocean Galaxy turning up with 6, 628 as well, and Team Unique all sharing 6. 2 5s for DNA and the Knights, the Snipers with 1. Falling Ruthless and FORKILL with 1 as well. Recalcitrants, Forces, Hurricanes, and R8 unfortunately could not get any points in this game, but it is nothing to be ashamed of. We've still got 2 matches left. Action does not stop here. Game could have gone so many different ways, you know. So many different ways. Still gotta respect it though. Active Gaming turning up 2,000 in damage points. 2,000. And they didn't even get up to 15 eliminations. So that tells you that they was just shooting anything that moves, you know. And they could have gotten so much more, roughly maybe 18, you know, and this number would still be valid. But you know, it's very crazy. Aegon tearing up. Guri as well. I mean, Guri, his photo even tells you that man is about business. He stand on business for sure. 4 eliminations for him, 6, almost dealing 700 damage points, and Aegon almost dealing, you know, 800. I mean, big shout out to Aegon, you know, the Targaryen. I know the vibe. Yeah, he's been cooking from early, so we know exactly what time that is on. All right. And yeah, with that performance, Active Gaming will take the cake. And looking for a chance in the top 6, they're actually now top 1. Death Dose trailing behind with 6 points away, 26-19 apiece for the Hunters and NATO Esports. DNA with 18 and Death Mode with 11. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. But yeah, could speak, a lot into how well they've been able to do. Wait, hold on. The Snipers have only 1 point total from 2 matches. I thought I saw 45 or something. Was this just for today? Okay, I'm guessing this is today's standing. Okay, I'm guessing this is just today's standing and not... Wait, overall? Yeah, I'm guessing this is overall for today. I don't think this is overall for the entire tournament. I don't think we can generate those stats. I think I just generate today's stats, but on the live view but I think we would have all of their points accumulated so far. So that speaks to that. But I think that there's going to come a day where they do not participate. There's going to come a day where they do not participate, and that's the day that things are going to change for them. So they need every single point that they can get in this half of the tournament so far. But, we're going to be keeping our eyes peeled. So by the time we return, we're going to have our third map of the night. It is going to be Sandhawk, so don't touch that dial. Stay ready and stay active.
remove those ones that are
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We're about to hop into the third map of the night. It is Sandhawk. And everybody knows what time it is. It's the PMAC, PUBG Mobile Africa Clash, brought to you by PUBG Mobile Sudan and GPE Productions. The Sudanese region have been absolutely insane putting this together. Now we are about to see who's going to rise to the occasion. And we know what time that is going to be. So yeah, Sandhawk action, ladies and gentlemen. Don't run away. Don't touch that dial. We've got ourselves something brewing here. But that did not stop the ops. Again, a south to a north-ish zone. We've seen this. We've seen 3 of these in a row tonight. Could this be a message from PUBG? Could this be a thing for them? Ooh. Oh, DNA getting absolutely railed by Active Gaming there. And the boot camp supremacy might have just been changing things. Aegon gets the top hand side, forced out. Take a look at that. Active Gaming just tearing through DNA and ridding the lobby of the chaotic position there. Good sprays, 2 sprays. Jinaza's gonna make too much chaos ensue here, but I'm not sure he's aware that they have a little bit of a don't worry position, but he's gonna be dropped as well. 3 bodies dropped now for Active Gaming. DNA might have just turned thing on his head. Dybala's running for cover. No way. No way. A 4-piece from Jinaza. DNA have got it in their DNA. I don't know how that happened, but Jinaza with a 4-piece on Active. And I talked about this, from chicken dinner to getting cooked in the next following game. I mean, again, I just said it. In previous game, I hope they don't get cooked immediately. I hope they don't get cooked in Sanok right off rip, and they are the first team to go back in the lobby. Wow. Patrol circling back. Oh, that's a nice shot. Again, going to be circling even further back. Has the angles, gets the first one knocked in, and he does go for the finish, but he peeks out again. He will be stopped dead in his tracks by Criminal. Knights will walk away from here. A little bit scathed, but they should be fine with 3 eliminations in the bag, as they will rid the lobby of yet another team contending. R8 finally joining us in the Matrix. A little bit of angst. Oh, what a game this was. What a play this was. 2 players knocked away. Should have gone for that reset. There was no reason for him to come out here. But then, why did you try to run away, fam? Why did you try to run away? And he still got caught out. That was wild. Absolutely wild. And a little bit of technical know-hows will be involved. Playing around Paradise Resort, that's for sure. Teams here are aware of the same exact thing. Hurricanes, they have listened in. And I think they're aware of the Knights. They're just trying to mount their attack and launch it forwards. And I think Knights are aware, body language, body with the way they're moving around. I think they are aware of Hurricanes. I think they're aware that these guys are lurking around, but they're not sure how many and from where they want to be coming through. It's a 4 versus 3. All it takes is one opening here. Could change things in either direction. But we're about to find out. Criminal is biding his time. Okay, they're certainly aware now of the guys from Hurricane, surely. But what they are trying to do is get the intel. Who is where, who is capable of dealing damage. I think Killjoy is the only player that hasn't been spotted. But now the chaos continues on this end of Paradise Resort. And unfortunately, there is no element of surprise. There is no stealth in the Matrix. Oh, what a grenade from Nabil. One right over the top. And it does connect immediately. And Osaf. So Osaf's just going to be jerking it off just a little bit closer there with that grenade. Trying to pop one over to the side. And it is a good grenade. Just a couple inches wide. And Killjoy finally takes a hit, courtesy of the play zone. A little bit of a hit right there. And again, tries to circle back, but the UMP is just better. And that's going to be a wrap. And a trade for trade, that's for certain. Hunters taking hit after hit from falling Ruthless. Nabil not taking any prisoners. They are up to 3 now. Hunters Esports just down to 1. The resets coming through. It will be a big potential for a 2 versus 1. With So South going to take the. They're going to take the engagement to. They're going to take it to that player though. Falcon has finally gotten picked up, but doesn't have any utilities and no medication to get his HP levels to be something of worth. Oh, what a spray that was from Burkhardt, but he's going to be popped off. And can he get his HP levels back to something useful? He might. He does. Oh, that's a good one. He does return fire onto the back end. Snipers as well in the vicinity. Is he going to go for that reset? Oh, he spotted him. Surely he's going to cook this guy. Yeah, he sends him back into the lobby with the quickness. Glitch. It's knocked away. Oh, what a shot from Osso. Death mode. Not letting it slip away. Unfortunately, Ocean Galaxy will lose another player. Now they're down to 2, but I think those 2 do have a lot of space to play around for the time being. But speaks to the volume, speaks to the ability of how these teams tend to play off of these angles and off of the intel that they've gotten as well. Play zone is on its way to change the entire dynamic of this game. I mean, most of the teams coming in from the south, they're going to have a hard time if they're not making direct rotations. But Hurricane did come out on top against the Knights, right? Was it against the... I knew they were circling around the Knights, but I think they made a turn. I think they changed directions and they went somewhere else because the Knights still have 1 player up. And I think they did get a couple of shots in towards the Knights in a little engagement, but I don't think they saw it through to the end. They made a little bit of a move to a different location, and I think they go into another engagement with another team. But that was, I believe, that was after they had a little tussle with the Knights. So it's good to see that they didn't let it slip away from them at all. And angles getting forced upon. Rec circling back. A lot of intel trying to be covered here. I know exactly what they are trying to do. So the use of the utilities here might change things. Couple of sprays. Grenade from X. Trying to get an angle on top. SDE might not be oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, that's a good return on Zossa. The Knights will be back in the lobby quicker than you can say Hail Mary. That is a way to wrap things up, that's for certain. A way to shut the door on that one. Be able to circle back and forth. It's a good couple of shots sent in. And FORKILL again. It's a 2 versus 3. And they are just running around, peeking up, trying to find something special to change the tide here. And next is just swinging through, pops the DBS again and again, feinting left and right, right and left, but can't seem to connect. Feints over again, he takes another hit with the DBS, but this time he's wrapped up with the M4, and Rex manages to find the angles inside, playing off the left hand side, and I believe that's going to be a wrap. 2 for 2. And FORKILL standing really strong on this position. 4 eliminations to the good. STE did not stand a chance. Now they have been forced to reposition, I believe. FORKILL heard all of that commotion. And now are they aware of FORKILL's position? Might be getting a little bit of intel to make this happen though. Saitama had no idea. He's dropped. He is dropped. FORKILL down to 1. Jump shot is good, but he's dropped as well. And Kaka's going to be in an unfortunate realm right now. X will be the last player left to hold on, but he manages to escape the entire engagement and find somewhere else to navigate from. NATO Esports are in the vicinity. I think they've started to look forward and see a little position that they can navigate for themselves. I think they've been getting caught out. And X will be wrapped up. Couldn't run away from guys from NATO. They had all the time in the world to be aware of his position, and they made perfect use of it. Again, most of these southern teams getting forced out of the zone, as you can see. Also again, just circling back inside, takes a hit off the line and death mode. We'll say goodnight to the rest of the lobby right there, and that tells you how crucial they are, how capable they are. You know, there might be a little bit more than they bargained for. Oh wow, what a shot from Yusuf, using the cars perfectly again, but the S12K from Abbas just cuts him really short. So dropped out as well. Good grenade over to the side, might be able to force him out of that little position that he's found for himself right now, Sir J. And 2 grenades might be sent right in. Oh, 2 grenades with perfect kill. Joy is killed. Unique now trying to breach in. Frags has an angle inside, and the DBS will spare the rod but not spoil the ops. And R8 are now have been playing it very slow. I think they are looking for a chicken dinner, and they are looking like they're on their path to make it happen now. FORKILL getting called out again. Oh, uprooted immediately. Abbas forced out. 2 bodies potentially to be dropped here. The reset already coming through. Smokes from Zeus over to the side. Oh, that's a good grenade. Just a little shy. And they have to mount the offense to stop the attack coming in from the last player from FORKILL. I believe that's aimbot as he hops into his vehicle and dodges the bullets. And that is how you make up for a astounding position. It could have gone so much worse. But Unique are sitting very, very pretty in the top 3 at full strength with 3 eliminations to the good. Potential for chicken dinner is very high. Same thing for R8 as well. We are getting tanked up at that the middle of the zone. Falling rootless, unfortunately. Now Nabil bites a couple of 5.56 millimeters as he goes back into the lobby as well. Falcon, the last player, I believe, for Falling Ruthless. is alive and fighting for his dear life. He's all alone. Hunters also have one player in the mix. We're down to five teams. And now that just made it 4. Hunters Esports making their way inside. And DNA playing it a little bit too close for comfort there. Madman will shut that down immediately. They are up to 4 eliminations to the good. And the potential for a chicken dinner gets higher and higher as the minutes pass. Here comes Frags making his way in. I mean, Unique have everything going for them now. They've got the play zone, they've got, you know, they've got the angles, they've got everything right. Alright, rising up. Captain playing off the south end. It's looking more and more possible here for Unique, but DNA could be a spanner in the works for any of these two teams. There is a potential for them to square off 4v4. Oh, return fires instantaneously nasty there, but Nade gets called out and dropped as well. Zeus will follow suit to hone his potential position. R8 will find another angle. Whoa, what a grenade. That was perfect from the captain. And now he's going to wrap that up, but Atlas was spotted out by Exist, and that's going to bite the dust again. Captain, all left to him now. Switches over, catches the first one, tries to send him back into the lobby, goes for the first, goes for the finish. Captain, 2 for 2, but he's going to be taking a hit from the backside. And Unique will walk away with that chicken dinner. R8 had it almost in the paws of their hands. But unfortunately, it was not enough. Woo! That was close. That was too close for comfort. Unique were really lucky there. They were absolutely really, really lucky, you know, after that happened. But I don't know how I feel about that one, because it looked like R8 was going to cook them if, you know, if they didn't get their information right. But fortunately for them, they had everything on lock. They had everything lined up perfectly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make the best of the best scenarios. What a game that was. Team Unique snatching away the chicken dinner. Active Gaming being the first team to be eliminated, even after getting a chicken dinner 2 games prior, tells you everything about the PMAC. You cannot be caught slipping. You will be punished immediately. And now we know that for a fact. So don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe to the PMAC. By the time we return, we'll have all the match stats ready for you. Again, unique with, I believe that's 8 eliminations. Not a bad spell at all. 18 points to the good. You know, puts things into perspective heavily into perspective, you know. Madman putting up the work, frags equally putting up for all the stops. And exist and the rest of the team, they're just biding their time together to make something special. And they have been a team to look out for so far. 18 points to the good. DNA still in the mix with 10. And Sudan. Alright. Also coming in clutch. First match of the night, I think. I don't think it were available in the first 2 games. I think it got caught out there, so that's an unfortunate scenario for them. But FORKILL ESPORTS also managing 9 eliminations, rather 9 points total. Falling Ruthless with 7, Hurricanes and Hunter Esports the same as well. RECALCITRANTS with 5, Snipers, NATO sharing 4 apiece in 9th and 10th. Ocean Galaxy also always putting some points on board with with 3. The Knights the same, 3 as well. Active Gaming did walk out there with 2 eliminations. Death Mode with 2 as well. Death Dose with 1, and 628 unfortunately made no points. Team Unique, 8 eliminations to the good, 1,000, roughly 1,200 damage points. Not too far-fetched for that number. 500 for DNA. I think that this has been the worst for DNA so far. I think they put up better numbers in the last 2 games. You know, total number of eliminations, 500. Even the damage dealt, just a little bit different. But Jinasa, this guy is absolutely nasty. Bro, this guy is nasty. He is so good for DNA. Absolutely breathtaking player. Doing a lot of work. You would think he's the IGL, but I don't think he is. I think he's more of a... I think he plays more free role. More free man. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the IGL, but I don't see him being the IGL. I think it's the other guy, Papi something, that's the IGL, but, you know, based off of play style. All right, 3 games down, 1 more to go. 34 points for Active Gaming, still maintaining top spot unique, and DNA Esports etching even closer, but there's still a ways to go. DNA, Death Dose, Hunters 26, 27, 28, 23 for NATO, Hurricanes with I believe 15 just outside of the top 6. Again, that top 6 gap is starting to extend a little further, and Hurricanes need one big game to change the tide of everything that we've seen tonight. Death Mode also need one big game. Ocean Galaxy and the Knights, even Fallen Ruthless with FORKILL and R8, all need one big game to put themselves deep into the running. And this final Eranjo game might just be the game they've been looking for, but hopefully they will be able to stand the test of time, as they will be trying their absolute best to get those much needed points. Speaking for a team like R8, they've missed 2 matches today, and they've been able to get 10 points from one game. Hopefully, if they can get another 10, that changes things. That puts them really in a comfortable position. But can that happen? Can that be a big possibility for them? Well, we are going to find out by the time we return for map 4 of the PMAC, the group stage match between Group A and Group E. So don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is game time. One more map left tonight. It is Eranjo that map is going to be. All of these teams have battled it out 3 maps in a row, and now we are about to hop into the map that started it all tonight, Eranjo. Some teams find that very stressful. Some teams are gonna love it. We've had 3 south to north rotations so far, or rather 3 south to north plane paths. Are we about to have more of the same? It's the PMAC, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Priest bringing you the action live. It's a big shout out to production and the Sudanese region. So yeah, Eranjo is the map, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready to hop over and see what time it is. I can't get enough of this song, honestly. Well, finally, we're not getting a south to north, are we? We're getting an east to west, sort of. Well, yeah, I'll call it east to west, is it? Or would you call it northeast to northeast to west? But yeah, splits right down the middle. Zaki, Saverny, Lipovka lovers are going to like this one, and that should tell you more of what they should be looking out for in this final encounter in the lobby. So we're going to have a brand new set of teams, that's for sure. But will we be able to put word on there? Speaks big volumes, you know. Big volumes, you know. And Lacrity might be a big decider here for what the vibe is going to be going forwards. But could decide to stand on business, you know. Action. It's going to be action-packed. That I can assure you. It will be action-packed. Big action-packed. Big action. So a little bit of trauma devolved in all of this engagements that we already see happening here. It's a little bit of a back and forth as we've seen. But Unique coming fresh off a chicken dinner. Do they have 40 points? Is that what I saw? Did Unique have 50 points? Was I tweaking? Didn't I see 38? Am I tweaking, guys? Okay, guys, I have to be tweaking because I'm pretty sure. Did Unique have 50 points? I thought it was I think Active Gaming that was in front, right? Was I tweaking? I'm sure. Wait a minute. Unique after that chicken dinner, is that what put them in first place? Am I tweaking? I guess I'm tweaking then, because I honestly thought, you know, it was the guys from Active that were still leading the challenge with like 30 something, I think. Then everybody else had like 20 something. I don't know why I'm seeing 50 points here. I'm a little lost. Maybe I missed something. But that aside, we'll focus on the action as we see fit. Remember, it's top 6 or nothing, and top 6 is really where you want to be when the teams are called, when the questions are asked. That is where you want to be. You can hear NATO just skirming in the background, putting a lot of work in it. Not trying too hard. Play zone is a little congested though. Teams are aware here, trying their best to forge something special over to the hand and over to the corners. But I am liking the position from Ocean Galaxy though. situated very nicely in that central position just outside of Rozok and School Apartments. I think they will be fine for at least 2 circles. I think they should be good for at least 2 circles. I think Forek is also in a very good position. I think Unique are also sitting pretty nicely. It all unfolds after the first zone shift. That is a decider on if you made the right call or not, you know. So yeah, we busting out the melodies, you know. We busting out the melodies. Character assassination would be the thief of joy here. We've got 16 teams, 64 players in the cut. And Sherbo, I love this guy's photo, man. If you take a look at the bottom left corner, you see Sherbo's photo, his picture. That has to be the coolest pose. I don't think anyone has a better pose than Sherbo from the Snipers. I think he has the best pose ever. You know, I mean, all the poses are pretty generic, you know, regular esports fold your arms type pose, but Sherbo is not doing any of that. Mido is also cold with the pose. Bro is also very, very cold. You know, I mean, yeah, it takes fold your arms to like the next level arm folding technique. You gotta respect it still. But the rest of the team, they need to deal with Hunters Esports right here. They are taking the piss. They pull up to the scene. 2 versus 1. And now he will be switching lanes a little bit towards the corner. Oh, takes the first shot. Tries to take the second as well. And now Hunters might be in trouble. Snipers now holding them onto the northern side. Might be able to force the engagement there. Swaps it over. Why isn't he switching weapons though? Why isn't he switching to his AKM? Is it because of the close range? Tries to pop it over to the side again. Feints over, takes a couple hits. Trap falls away to the other side. And now he's going to force the rest of his teammates to wrap this up. Sosaf takes a hit. Another one bites the dust. Sniper, so strong defensively. And they make the job easy against the guys from Hunters. Wrap them up like a Christmas gift. And they eliminate 3. Back into the lobby they will go. And 1 will run away to survive. Wow. What a game. It's going to be very interesting to see if teams will play around the bridge area. You know. It speaks big volumes, honestly. It speaks big volumes, you know. Big volumes to see who exactly is going to, you know, tether on and play around the bridge area. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot for any team that likes to, you know, box teams in, force other teams to play a certain type of way because of their own positional advantage inside of that circle. You know, the circle is always going to be the almighty dictator of most of the decisions that the players tend to make, especially IGL calls. And again, we back up into the final third, and you will see, for example, you know, how these teams tend to make something pop out based off of, you know how they can fare when they are under siege. Unique, for example, this grenade, if it pops over, he knows he might be in danger. He jumps out. But has he been spotted? Assist. He's looking for something, but will he find it? More shots, more chaos from number 7 exist. Oh, took a couple hits there, but he should be fine. Kaish was way in. He was way in that, and that's the danger, you know, of a team like Unique. They are very dangerous on the cover, and Kaish hasn't been able to make it a big possibility to put some distance between themselves and NATO. And Nino's also in an off angle waiting for a return fire as well. You can hear the shots just ringing away. Oh, what a grenade from Nino. For Nino, Madman is absolutely insane with the utilities. Bites that one away. Kanch now peeks up. I think he might take a hit. MG knows exactly what timing he's on. Madman pops to get another Molotov cocktail over the top. Cuts his HP down just by a little. There is a little bit of his circling back again. Oh, couple more shots, couple more stees. MG getting caught out again. Frags now takes the hit. But Unique are still very strong in this. They are very, very strong. More shots. Okay, to percolate the angles. And he landed from the top of the roof. Jumped down like Spider-Man and everything, but unfortunately he got caught with bullets instead. And that will be the end of NATO. Unique will come out on top. They will be sitting up very nicely inside of Pachinki for the time being. FORKILL now circling back. Oh, that's a good grenade from Criminal. He's very capable of being the danger, but there's too many bullets and too many bodies in too many areas. And that's going to be a wrap for the Knights. RECALCITRANTS again, circling inside, trying to hold off the lines. Couple more bullets would change the entire trajectory of the game, though. There will be more technicals involved here for death mode if they are trying to breach this position. Couple more angles again to force the engagement, to force them out. Circling back again, a little bit more than they thought. But for Rec, this might be the best start out performance that they've had so far. As Masony might be getting caught out if he's not too careful, but manages to escape the rest of the bullets as they trail behind him. And also has been absolutely terrifying for the opposition so far for death mode, as they currently sit in that 6th place position, but they'd have a little hill to climb between themselves and the Knights, all the way out there in 5th, because they are within touching distance to the rest of the team. They are trying to make it into that top 6 position, and the Lions getting trailed all the way in. Death mode will reposition themselves. There is an interesting, very interesting. There's a word I'm looking for. There's a word I'm looking for. Well, yeah, when I remember the word, I will issue it through. But there is a directive, you know, the play zone gives most of these teams, most of these players, you know, around this time from the second shift into the third shift. Play zone is toxic. It is absolutely toxic. I can't even lie, you know, on how toxic it is. It changes every single thing, every single dynamic, you know, forces the players into some unwarranted positions. Oh, that's a good Molotov. He's stewing in the fire. Yeah, he's a wrap. Atlas with a beautiful one over the top. Spawn takes a hit. STE in trouble. The Molotov will do the rest of the damage. And R8 again. They are playing exactly how they did in the previous game. Very slow, but very compact. They are not trying to play a split right now. They're not trying to gather intel. But it looks like STE wants all the smoke. They're trying to pull up. Whoa, just onto the scene. But they come out. That was not ideal. Zeus gets caught out immediately as he exposed himself a little bit too much there. STE want all the smoke. They're trying to breach. Grenades over to the side might change everything here. Force the angles to hold the line. But STE trying to hold off, but it's not possible. 2 bodies dropped for STE almost immediately. They're trying to siege. And here comes Tactic now, taking a couple of sprays as well. Takes 2 hits to the head. HP very low. Tries to circle back. But that's going to be a wrap for him. R8 will shield that. Atlas is the man that makes it happen. And that will be 4 eliminations to the good. R8 slowly but surely climbing up. 22 points. Wait a minute. Do they have 22 points? Didn't I see 12? Didn't I see like 10 for them? How do they have 22? Am I tweaking? Okay, guys. I think they may have points from a previous game. I think that's what it is. So I'm guessing this is the culmination of all the points they've gathered so far. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll just chalk it up to. But yeah. We just work based off of that. But a chicken dinner from R8 right now will put everything back into perspective for them. You know, owing to the fact that they've missed 2 games. But Death does have the sidelines on captain there. The moment they decide to spray up north, it will change everything. It will change everything for them. I must be able to hold off, at least for the time being. But I don't think that's going to be very likely for them. Have a lot of intel playing out of this position has given them. I think they should be able to hold the lines at least for the next couple of zone shifts, you know. The sprays continue. But Death Dose will not be breaching that compound, that's for sure. They will not be breaching at all. It's not going to be worth the risk. And they know this for a fact. Intel. No more intel from death mode, as they've they have ideas they're trying to establish here, but it's not looking like that's gonna be ideal for them. A little bit more dice than more intel, as you've seen before. DNA have not been able to get cracking just yet. They've got 1, and Janaza still the one to look out for inside of this team. Hassan is looking for a little bit of an angle to just force the engagements that we've seen before. But death mode have something special they might be whipping up here. Of course, they will not take the compound, that's for certain. Changes things entirely for all of them. Good spray from tip, but they will not be that much of a threat. I can see they are making their rotations just a little bit into a higher ground, a higher position. They have improved. That is a big improvement from where they are coming from, and that's going to be a big decider on how they advance into the next phase of the circle. Oh, that's a good spray from 4rec again. X is the one that's leading the way. 3 eliminations to the good, and they've not been able to make something happen just yet. Tabars just hopping out outside of the vehicle position again to pop through and find an angle to work through. But here they come now onto the guys from... Oh, what a shot from Saitama. And he's able to keep that one on the wraps. But Ocean Galaxy are in the background. Boss takes a hit again. 4rec now, the ones that pulled up to the scene. 2 for 2. 2 trays go down. Abbas sent back into the lobby, but the spray is good. Ocean Galaxy also playing off in the background. Saitama is inside of the vehicle. He's spotted immediately. And FORKILL will be sent back into the lobby by 4rec. And it's a difference between getting wrecked and getting killed. They were absolutely wrecked right there. And that's an opportunity to circ something. Burke had again getting a little tap to the shoulder from the right hand side, but he's not worried at all. Might be looking for a way to breach inside as well. The Scar L. I would never trust this weapon. Not even to talk about putting a suppressor on it. But recoil will be absolutely shocking. The recoil would be shocking. You know, but I used to think, you know, that suppressors didn't do, like, suppressors had an effect on recoil, but I think I learned, you know, a couple years back that suppressors don't really do anything. That suppressors keep the recoil of the weapon as is. You know, I think they just keep the recoil of the weapon as is. You know, but it's, you know, foregrips and the rest of that and compensators that keep recoil at a lower level, that kind of thing. You know, but I think suppressors don't do anything. They don't make it better. They didn't make it worse. I used to think they made it worse, though. I used to think suppressors made, you know, recoil a little bit on the worse side. You know, I mean, realistically, it should, you know, because I fired weapons with suppressors attached to them before, and there's always a difference in the recoil. You know, and again, some people would be mixing recoil and kickback, but I don't think I wouldn't consider both things the same thing, especially if you're using, you know, an automatic weapon. And I'm not talking about, you know, DMRs or whatnot. But, you know, things could be so different right now. You know, 4rec taking hits this time from Hassan. DNA not taking their foot off the gas at all. And they do not like that 5th position they're currently sitting in. They want to improve. They want to do better. And you cannot even fault them for that. Grenades just flying in all over the place. And Killjoy trying his absolute best to keep them at bay. Mason, he takes a hit and falls away to the side. Another grenade is good. And he does cut his HP level by just a little bit there. He's forced out. And Killjoy trying his best to just keep them at bay again. And it's all about the grenades. It's all about the utilities flying all over the windows. Another one inside. This one might be the one that makes it happen. But no, it's not. So is very low on that HP. Oh wow, these grenades are wild. Shref and Killjoy will swallow 2 grenades for 1. Also will be the last one left. And Killjoy getting caught out there. Her X peeks out, and DNA will have him in the sidelines. He has to hightail it and reposition as well. It's gonna be a long night for him if he's not making it out of there. He's never beating the allegations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the PMAC brought to you by GPE and the region of Sudan. Big action, 3,000 USD going out. Big money. You love to see it, don't you? You love to see it, don't you? I myself, I love to see it. I love the violence. Molotov getting charged outside. While all this is happening, DNA have still not been able to breathe. This guy must have 1 million smoke grenades, because what is going on, fam? Again, pumps the DBS inside. Again, they can't see, but they are exposed to DNA. Oh, grenade is good. And another grenade inside. Bounces off the walls, can't connect. And Sosa's very low on HP. Surely the next grenade will make the job easier, but he jumps out, takes a hit, 2 hits, drops them again, feints over, and almost had it in the bag there. That would have been dangerous, but Mason was there to wrap it up for full wreck, but that was dangerously close to being uncomfortable. But take a look at R8's position coming in from the north. 2 bodies in, 2 bodies by the edge, trying to keep out the guys from falling ruthless. Again, we've seen them playing in deep from that northern side. Zeus and Node just playing together in a little bit of a 2-2 split, and R8 have the big chance of taking out this entire chicken dinner. It is a big opportunity for them to make something happen here. They have the zone, they have the angles, they have everything working out for them, but how well will they be able to survive? Here they come again. Mushkas peeks out for 4rec, stows away a couple bullets in deep, and 4rec are looking stronger by the hour. They've got 9 eliminations. This will be their best breakout performance yet. Adding the bodies, adding the numbers, 20 something is the goal here. They might just decide to break into that, and that will change everything for them. But will it change everything for others either? Here they come again, pairing and tearing forwards. DNA still alive with 3. Capo playing off the backside. He's run over immediately by 4rec. I think return fire is good, but they are playing a 2-2 split, and the intel being gathered by Mason, he could only last so long. He's called out and dropped away by Hassan. And DNA, unfortunately, were blessed with a little bit of a zone privilege here. Here come Mushkas, is circling back with the Groza, opens the floodgates. That's a beautiful spray. Catches him clean off, knocks him away, and Hassan now trying to get an angle to purge forwards, but unfortunately DNA will lose one of their players in all of those engagements, and just and Janassa once again rises to the occasion and puts 4rec out of their misery. The RECALCITRANTS did a magnificent job so far, bursting into the top 8, but it's not enough. Janaza was there to pump the brakes on their air. And that's an unfortunate turn of events for them. But Jinasa finally taking a hit, and I think he will be sent back into the lobby with the quickness. Mido is the one to put the nail in the coffin there. DNA now taking 2 players down, and now they've taken yet another. Now they're down to 1. Sherbo, the guy with the coldest photo, gotta respect it. But take a look at Ocean Galaxy here, getting caught out. Falling Ruthless playing off the back line of that angle that they've got, and this is where the smokes will pay a lot of heed. Sherbo takes a hit, another hit. Glitch will be the next one to follow suit, and he might be getting picked off. Falling Ruthless still alive, could still be a big danger. The snipers are rising to the occasion. Now they've started cooking. 13 eliminations, and Egypt on fire tonight. They're going crazy. And Zeus again looking very strong, but he's been taken out. Takes a couple of hits, and Burkhard will be swept off again. R8 still maintaining maximum composure, maximum beauty. Galaxy falls away, and I believe that's going to be a wrap for OG Ocean Galaxies, going out there in 6th place. They did manage 1 elimination, And I think 1 point on the board, but I believe that's going to be a wrap. Captain, oh, that's a perfect grenade. Surely Captain takes that one to the chest. But unfortunately, he misses it just by a couple of inches. Forced him out, taking a couple of hits again. The spray is good, but they were ready for him the moment he peeked out to drop him off. And now there will be a forceful play. Another angle. Captain finally discovered by Sherbo. Fallen Ruthless will fall away. Another spray. Zeus again tries to rotate towards the right-hand side, but he's caught out. A sniper looking stronger by the hour. 15 eliminations. 16 again. Captain falls to the play zone. And now we're down to just 4 teams. 7 bodies circling around the Aranjo map just outside of prison. R8 unfortunately getting caught out there. But they've breached into the top 6. And now this is the performance they've been looking to achieve here. It's a very, very good game for them, but a chicken dinner would even be better. Sniper now trying to circle back. Patrol will be the next victim. 17 eliminations, I believe, and the numbers are just going higher and higher for the snipers. Mido playing off the northern side. Sherbo's in deep as well. It's 3 men as against 2 players for the guys from R8, and the last player from DNA still up the hillside. But take a look at Sniper. They've made themselves really big right now. A little bit of a peek and a spray, and that will change things. But take a look at Hassan as well. Playing off the deep end. Might be able to force the angle, but he sets his sight lines onto the guys from R8. And again, a little bit of a hit there to force the engagement. And another spray over to the side. Becker takes a hit. Falls to the side again. Sherbo taking hits. And Hassan is discovered and knocked away. The play zone. Very, very unfavorable. Atlas continues to spray. And a grenade right now will change everything. And he is going to send one just over the top of Tishabo's position. Might just connect and force him out of that position again. Becker takes a hit onto the left hand side, and another spray, and that's gonna be the last spray. Sherbo with the coldest photo will get the chicken dinner for the snipers. The snipers were absolutely sniping. I think they got 20. Was it up to 20 or 18? That was a lot of eliminations that they packed up, man. Jeez. They were absolutely cooking. They did not stop. They just kept cooking, right? Straight from George, straight from the north. They were just cooking. Every single body was just getting dropped, man. Like, what is going on, man? Jesus, what is going on? Insane. Wild. Absolutely wild stuff coming through. Absolutely wild coming through from the guys from the snipers. Absolute insane stuff. Wow, what a game. What a game that was. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's matches. The action does not stop there. Head over to the Arabic stream to get all the details on all of the statistics of the final map and the leaderboard as well. But for me, this will count as the end of tonight's broadcast. See you same time tomorrow, I believe, and we'll turn up for the next group that we've got lined up. So don't touch that dial. Do not be afraid. The violence does not stop here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you guys tomorrow. The action never ends at the PMAC. Stay true to yourself. Stay violent. Stay active. Don't let the ops rest. It's your boy Priest, the PMAC, brought to you by the Sudanese region and GPE Studios. Straight out of action. Straight out of Egypt. Stay strapped in. I'm locked in. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Don't touch that dial. And I'll be here to plaster. Peace.